Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of January 2022. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe wants you to keep in mind. Also, Sag, please remember that energies can go both ways. So I may be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. So take the energies as they resonate. I don't know why your cards are giving me an attitude today. There we go. Okay, past, present, near future, main energy. All right, Sag. So the main energy for your reading this month is going to be the Five of Wands. There's a conflict here. Now, this could be a conflict between you and somebody else, or this could be an internal conflict between you and you trying to decide what to do about something. We'll know more once we clarify. In the recent past, you get the Seven of Swords, the Empress, and the Six of Pentacles. There's somebody here showing up for you, the Empress. And gender doesn't matter in tarot. This is somebody very, very important to you. They mean a whole heck of a lot to you. Like, you look at them and you're like, yeah, you look like a snack and I am starving. Now, here's the thing. You're trying to balance out something here. It's almost like you feel like this person is not contributing as much as you're contributing, or there's not an equal give and take of energy, right? You know those partnerships when one person carries more of the weight than the other person? That's the energy that's showing up here for you. So either you feel like you're giving more or you feel like you're not giving enough. But either way, something here, it's almost like you're kind of like really frustrated with this whole situation where you're like, I care about you so much. I really want to balance things out, but it's almost like you're trying to like give up. You're like, oh, whatever, I'm over this. Like, I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. Like, why is this still an issue? Is the energy that I'm getting. In the current situation, you get the Nine of Swords, the Magician, and the Justice. Now, what's interesting, look, you get the Six of Pentacles in the recent past, Justice in the current situation. Justice is the major arcana of the Six of Pentacles. So whatever lack of balance, whatever lack of equality you had in the recent past, it's almost like it wasn't resolved, and that feeling is even intensifying in the current situation. Now, you've gone from just being like really frustrated with it to actually trying to manifest a solution for this. This lack of equality, sorry about the light, guys, this lack of fairness between you and this person. And honestly, in the current situation, I see whatever this is, like when we clarify, we'll know more, but whatever this is, it's stressing you out. Like, you're not just like, oh, you know, things aren't fair, oh well. No, this is like stressing you out. You're like, what the heck? How am I supposed to figure out a solution to this? In the near future, however, you get the Star, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're slowly finding a solution, and the solution is possibly coming by opening up your heart. Now, I don't feel like you're the one that needs to open up your heart. I feel like you're pretty open. It could be that you're waiting or expecting for this other person to open up their heart, and I see that slowly happening, okay? Now, it's happening slowly, so it may seem like, you know, to you, it may seem like, oh, nothing is happening. This person's staying exactly the same. That's not the case, okay? So, let's clarify. I want to start off by clarifying this Five of Wands, which is the main energy for your reading this week. Interesting. Okay, the Five of Wands is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So you're conflicted here. On the one hand, you want to reconcile with this person. Now, I don't necessarily mean, for those of you that are separated, you want to get back together with this person. For those of you that are still with this person, this is just a disagreement. You want to get over it. You just want to spend time with them. You want to be happy in their presence. You don't want the drama. You don't want the conflict. You don't want the fighting, okay? And I see you wanting to open up, express how you feel, and just communicate, talk about this, reach a resolution to this problem, to whatever this conflict is. But with the Ten of Wands, it's letting me know that it's almost like you're trying and you're trying and you're trying and you just can't figure out a way. It's like it's weighing on you so heavily, like a 100-pound boulder on your back, where you're like, I just want to talk about this. Now, it could be that the other person is not very communicative and they're not the one that wants, and they don't want to communicate about it. And so obviously you can't just communicate with yourself. But either way, I see somebody here finding it very hard to open up and communicate, even though the end goal, what they really want is just to resolve this and get back together. Okay. Now I'm going to say, I keep saying like, oh, you. I'm saying you because this is your reading. This could very well be your person's energy. So take the energies as they resonate. You know, oh, that was just me being a butterfinger. You know who they belong to, okay? Let's clarify the Seven of Swords in your recent past. All right. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Strength. You really don't trust this person. Or it's either you don't trust this person or you don't trust this person's ability to be truthful with you. You're showing up in a very I'm good type of energy. Like, I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. You're very stable and very clear on what you're trying to do. But there's a lack of trust here. It's almost like you don't trust this person to be honest with you, or you don't trust this person's intentions. There's something here about a lack of trust. Now, obviously, with the Strength showing up, it's difficult for you to deal with this because you really, really care about this person. You have the Empress tied up to whoever this person is. And so obviously, when you care so much, so deeply about somebody, you want to have that level of trust with them. And I see here in the recent past that you do not. You do not trust this person at all. And I don't know if it's that you don't trust them, or you don't trust what they're saying, or you don't trust their actions. But there is something here pertaining to a lack of trust. Let's take a look at the Empress in your recent past. The Empress is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you really, really do care about this person. And I see you showing up. You are the Knight of Wands to me. Like I said, gender doesn't matter. You care a lot about this person. And what's really beautiful is that you know deep down that they care about you too. So this isn't like it's a one-way street. You know the feelings go both ways. And I see you here in the recent past trying to evaluate and assess what you should do. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Should I even be investing in this? Maybe I should just walk away. You're taking a look at all your options, all your choices. And I see you kind of being in a state of like, what's really cool here is I see you in a state of accessing your emotions. So you're evaluating from a place of stability, but also from allowing yourself to feel the feelings. A lot of people will try to analyze and assess strictly from the mind, and that's where things get really messy. So it's really cool seeing you here accessing your emotions in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles in your recent past. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Devil, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you feel like this lack of balance, this lack of equality is the only thing preventing you and this person from achieving happiness, from feeling good, from being successful. It's like it's that one thing where you're like, if it wasn't for this, everything would be perfect. The problem here is not really a problem, it's just the energy. This one thing, this lack of balance, this lack of equal give and take between you and this person is a major, major, major thing. With the Devil showing up here, that's not just like, oh, you know, this is a little bit of a annoying trait that they have. Like, you know, they snore in their sleep. Like, no. This is serious, and I feel like you've had multiple fights with this person, multiple disagreements. You may even view this as like a toxic trait of theirs. And of course, if you are not equally receiving the energy that you're putting into a connection, yeah, that could become toxic because it breeds resentment, it breeds a lack of equality. And so I feel like that's the one major thing where you're like, if it wasn't for this, if we could find a way to get over this, it would just be amazing. Everything would just be so good. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords in your current situation. Six of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're really, really just waiting. You're waiting for something brand new to happen. In the current situation, I see you kind of like waiting in a state of a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of overthinking, because you don't really know where this is going to go. It's like you can't find a resolution to this. And so on the one hand, you really want to go towards this person and approach them and resolve this. But on the other hand, you're also like, I need to stand up for myself. I can't be a pushover and just keep caving in and, you know, going along with the flow with whatever this person wants because I care about them so much. So you do want something brand new. You want to start over here. And you are coming from a very passionate place. You are a fire sign, so it does make sense. But yeah, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, where you're kind of like, I need to take a little bit more time to figure this out. Let's take a look at the Magician in your current situation, see what you're manifesting. For the Magician, you get the Six of Pentacles again, the Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. You're manifesting clarity. You're manifesting a lack of confusion. You literally just keep circling back to this. You just want fairness. You just want equality. You just want equal give and take between you and this person. And I see you slowly taking small steps to figuring it out. Right? Figuring out possibly how to get out of this confusion, how to restore balance in this connection, or what you should do, you know, either walk away, stay, right? We'll know more once we clarify. But you're taking very small steps towards actually figuring out and getting out of this like confusing state. But you are really dead set on this equality, on this balance, on this equal give and take. I feel like you really feel there's a lack of equal give and take between you and this person. I feel like this person is taking more than they're giving, and that's really, really driving you like nuts. Let's take a look at the justice in your current situation. Okay. 2 more, please. The justice is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Something here is working out in your favor. I feel like for some of you, you may have even had like an unequal give and take in terms of finances. Like you were contributing financially more to the relationship. Like you were paying for all the dinners when you went out, or you would always pay, like if you guys lived together, you'd be paying most of the bills, most of the rent. And this person was kind of like, you know, not contributing as much. In the current situation, I see you kind of like balancing that out. You are reaching a point within this connection of stability, of balance. And so I feel like whatever it is that wasn't working out for you in the recent past is now working out for you when it comes to this connection, when it comes to this lack of equal give and take. So clearly your manifestation in the current situation is working out. It's happening. At least energetically, I can see things moving. Let's take a look at the star in the near future, because you still have a desire for something here. Okay, that makes sense. The star is clarified by the Death, the Four of Cups, and the Judgment. You want all this unhappiness, all this drama, all this like, not bored, but all this like bleh, like heavy energy. You want it to come to an end. You're kind of like, I've been dealing with this drama for too long. This whole thing has been weighing on me, on this connection for very, very long. And now, even though in the current situation, I do see it resolved, I do see you figuring out a way to solve this and get what you want out of this and feel like the situation is finally fair and balanced. It still has some energy lingering in the near future, some heavy energy. And so it could be that you need to talk to this person. You guys need to communicate. You need to have the talk, you know, to really balance things out. Even though you may have figured out how to do this, you may not have actually approached the other person and let them know how you feel, or, you know, vice versa. And so either way, there's some heavy energy showing up here in the near future, a bit of like, you know, like look at this girl. She's not sad. She's not devastated. She just looks really bummed out. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. You really, really want this bummed out energy, this heavy energy to like come to an end, to get lifted in the near future. Let's take a look at this Page of Cups in the near future for you. Page of Cups is clarified by, excuse me, the Five of Wands, the Emperor, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're finally resolving whatever this conflict is. You and this person are coming to a point where you're both open, you're both willing to communicate, you're both coming from a very loving place to resolve this conflict. And you're both, the coolest thing is you're both wanting to work on this together to resolve whatever this conflict is, okay? One of you may be a little bit more closed off than the other person. So I see one of you being very much like, let's do this, you know, I'm open to this. And the other person kind of being like, yeah, I'm open, but they're a little less vulnerable, they're a little less emotional than you are, or vice versa. But either way, both of you are coming together and you're both willing to put in the work to make this work, to collaborate together to resolve whatever the problem is, which is really, really beautiful. And let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles in the near future for you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, remember how I said in the recent past, I don't remember where it was, you got the Seven of Swords where you were kind of like frustrated. You were like, I'm over this. I'm just wanting to give up. Like, I'm sick and tired of this. I don't know how to resolve this. In the near future, you're going to realize, you're slowly going to come to the realization of exactly how you can resolve this, both of you together, and how you can move from a place of like turmoil and like the heavy energies that we were just talking about into much calmer energy, much more balanced energy, much more stable energy. And what's beautiful is with the Knight of Pentacles, you're doing so very slowly. So this isn't rushed. You're not forcing anything. Both of you are just really working together slowly to move into a much, much better place, which I really like. Let's take a look. This looks like a very mature energy in the near future, which is always conducive to like a positive relationship. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week, Sag. Or this month, I'm sorry. From the universe, you get the Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you may have been at some point in the recent past just considering to just end it. Just be like, you know what, this is too difficult. We can't find a solution. Forget it. Let me just end this. We're going to put an end to this relationship. We're going to put an end to this connection. You know, I'm done. What happened, however, is with the Hanged Man is you didn't do that. You didn't decide to end it. You didn't decide to bail, you know, and pull the evacuation cord. You're like, let me take a minute. Let me pause. Let me reflect on this to gain a brand new perspective and figure out maybe there's an alternative way. Now, with the Ten of Wands, I see that not being easy for you, right? It was almost like it was very difficult for you to take that pause, but because you took that pause, because you gained new insight, because you were able to look at this from a different perspective and gain kind of like a more knowledgeable, or decide to take a more knowledgeable path, that's what's helping you in the near future figure this whole situation out, which is really cool. So let's close off your reading this month with an oracle card. You get a time for healing, balsamic moon, beautiful. And you're healing. You're healing this connection, you're healing the drama, you're healing the disagreement, you're healing whatever wasn't working. And in the near future, I see all that healing is moving into a beautiful energy of actually working out. And not only you're working it out or they're working it out, you guys are both working it out together, which is really, really cool. So Sag, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please do me a favor and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you here for your weekly reading next week. Bye, Sag.